Good morning and good afternoon, our distinguished guests of United Nations Global Geospatial Information Management for Asia and the Pacific, UN-GGIM-AP, the participants, speakers, and UN-GGIM-AP members, as well as their representatives. Welcome to a special event today, the 9th UN-GGIM-AP Plenary Meeting 2020. This event is held by United Nations Global Geospatial Information Management for Asia and the Pacific, UN-GGIM-AP, United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, ESCAP, and Geospatial Information Agency of Indonesia, or Badan Informasi Geospasial, BIG. Let me introduce myself. I'm Wulan Sahroni, and it's my pleasure to be able to host this huge event. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the meeting, I will announce the agenda for today. The first will be welcoming speech by President of UN-GGIM-AP, followed by welcoming speech by host country, the parallel meeting divided by 3 working groups, and the closing remarks. The rules of the meetings are: make sure your display name is fit to the format. It will help the automatic process of room transfer from plenary meeting to the working group meeting. And the format is your working group dash first or last name dash country. For example, is working group 2 dash John dash Indonesia. The organizer will check your display name to comply with the format and change it if necessary. The organizer has the full authority to manage all the meeting aspects, including to control participants' microphone, chat, video, etc. The organizer will mute your microphone. Should you have something to convey, please click raise hand button and turn on your camera while you speak. Find yourself a quiet spot to attend this meeting. Please do not use chat to everyone to communicate with another participants. Use private channel instead. And while taking picture session, please turn on your camera. Respected guests, for the opening, we would like to invite Ms. Alison Rose from Geoscience Australia as the President of UN-GGIM-AP to give the welcoming speech. Let's give a big applause for Ms. Alison Rose. Ms. Alison, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me okay?
Sure.
Excellent. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, good morning, good afternoon, and for some of us, good evening. Welcome to the working group meetings of the 9th plenary meeting of UN-GGIM-AP. I'm Alison Rose, the President of UN-GGIM-AP and also Chief of Geoscience Australia's Place, Space and Communities Division. I'm pleased to welcome you all to the working group meetings today. As we come together in this virtual format, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the year. It has been a difficult year for many. Your commitment to joining us as part of this virtual plenary shows a great willingness and recognition of the importance of geospatial information to supporting countries through the pandemic. It is in this light, sharing and connecting, I'm pleased to welcome you all today. As we move into the working group meetings, I thought I'd share some highlights of the work done to date across our working groups in support of our global UN-GGIM activities. For the Geodetic Reference Frame Working Group, we've recognised that in the Asia-Pacific region, an accurate and accessible global geodetic reference frame underpins the ability of our member countries to develop and maintain their own datums, which are the foundation for effective land administration and the integration of geospatial information to solve economic, social and environmental challenges. In particular, we appreciate the effort the subcommittee has made to providing practical suggestions as to how we together can sustain the global geodetic reference frame. The UN-GGIM-AP supported the subcommittee's concept paper on the establishment of a global geodetic centre of excellence And indeed, the UN-GGIM-AP also agreed that a global geodetic centre of excellence will greatly assist in enhancing global cooperation and coordination. It will also support education, training and capacity building. And finally, it will improve awareness about the importance of strong geospatial foundations. The UN-GGIM-AP also welcomed the opportunity to assist the subcommittee on geodesy in helping it to achieve the objectives outlined in the position and concept papers. So there's some great work there that's been undertaken by our geodesy working group. For the Cadastre and Land Management Working Group, we recognised and supported the expert group on land administration and management for the work and effort in the development and formulation of the framework for effective land administration and for the visible progress that has been made for the land management sector. In particular, UN-GGIM recognised that the global consultation process involving member states and stakeholders was very important to make the fella in describing why good land administration is necessary and a crucial part in reaching the sustainable development goals. And importantly, that participation and our responses from the member states to the consultation process really ensured that there was a global perspective of the framework. UN-GGIM-AP further supports this framework as a living document to be reviewed periodically, and I'm sure that we will provide commentary and input to those updates, and that they need to be updated to suit global circumstances considering political, societal, economic, environmental and technology factors. UN-GGIM continues to be a partner for and active on the expert group on land administration and management, including the future development of the document. Finally, and for the Integrating Geospatial Information and Statistics Working Group, we supported the report of the UN Expert Group for the integration of statistical and geospatial information. And we also recognised and congratulated Germany and Namibia, who have now taken on leadership of that expert group from Mexico and Australia. I note that Australia and Mexico's leadership and commitment to establishing the expert group was established in around 2013. And I also note the continued commitment working alongside our Asia Pacific member countries to ensure the delivery of the Global Statistical Geospatial Framework, or GSGF. This is a significant outcome, and with the endorsed revised terms of reference expert group, as well as directions outlined in the work plan, I can see great progress ahead, particularly focused on the implementation of the GSGF in member states. So there's been good progress within our UN-GGIM Asia Pacific working groups over the past year. I personally would like to recognise the dedication and the resilience of our working groups and our member states who've been part of it, who've worked tirelessly in a year that's been unlike any other. And I want to thank you for your ongoing collaboration, your sharing, and your progress in supporting UN-GGIM's really important agenda. So thank you. With that, I'd now like to give the floor to Mr. Mujtadi Ganda Sutrisna, who is Acting Chairman of the Geospatial Information Agency of Indonesia, to give his welcome remarks from our host country, Indonesia. So over to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Rose. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning and good afternoon around the ASEAN Pacific region. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mujtadi Ganda Sutrisna. I'm working in the Geospatial Information Agency, and further familiar called by the BIG. Now my position is Principal Secretary, and in this occasion, I'm talking as the acting of the Chairman of the BIG. Perhaps as some of you may aware that the previous Chairman, Professor Hasanuddin, has ended in his term of Chairman of BIG. In the end of August this year, and now he's back to a professor in the Bandung Technology Institute. And we know that Professor Hasanuddin is quite active in this forum. We know that Professor Hasanuddin is quite active, so some of you may wonder where he is now. Actually, we invite him also to join us in this meeting, and hopefully one of you can see him in the screen and let me know if he's in our meeting today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our parallel working group meeting of United Nations Global Geospatial Information Management for the Asia and the Pacific, or UN-GGIM-AP. As the country host, I'm very happy that you are all joining now in this wonderful event. This is now the 9th plenary meeting of UN-GGIM-AP, and I just heard from the committee that we have 149 people registered from the 22 countries. And right now about 100 participants are joining us. So again, we have to say welcome to everybody in this meeting. Let me special thank to our President of UN-GGIM-AP, Ms. Alison Rose, Vice President, and also Executive Board members for their support and commitment. I also want to take this opportunity to thank to United Nations ESCAP as the Secretariat of UN-GGIM-AP, and our technical team in BIG for their fantastic work that they have done in organizing this virtual meeting. It is a real pleasure to be here to support this event. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, we have to take careful measures and switch our virtual format. We are very sorry to be able to welcome you in Bali as planned last year in Canberra during the 8th plenary meeting of UN-GGIM-AP. But I'm sure all of you understand that decision must be taken. This is a hard decision to take, but it's the interest of everyone's health and safety. We remain committed to host this event next year in Bali when it's possible. But I'm still very glad that we are able to connect virtually and show that we are a solid professional community event in this difficult time. This COVID pandemic is a bit of new world for us, and we have been trying to get used to it. The organization of meeting will be held in 2 days. Today is parallel working group meetings, and the plenary meetings will be held the day after tomorrow. We also offer the Padang Tertejo Maritime Science Park, we call it PGSP virtual tour, tomorrow as a side event. We would like to share with you the experience of visiting the unique St. John's landform in Yogyakarta by virtual tour. Let us work together to make a fruitful meetings. And I hope this meeting will yield best result and beneficial to the community. And again, I'm very happy to see everybody. Welcome on behalf of the Republic of Indonesia as a host country. Welcome on behalf of my team, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all. Thank you very much.